Hello guys. Today I'm going to help Mustafa make a sample video recording related to his PhD thesis data collection. I'm just gonna give very essential information related to this process. First of all, make sure that you have a voice recording if Mustafa provides one, or else just your smartphone is kind of enough for recording your voices, your comments during the process of spoken response assessment. And make sure that you listen to the recordings, sample responses, using your headphones so that the student responses and your comments do not overlap while recording on the recorder. Okay, and also you will have the grade sheet. This is a rubric that we normally use at our school for the assessment of speaking performances. What is different on this sheet is that on the left hand we have the rater name part. You're gonna write your name here, and then down there you're gonna just write the code of the student response that you're evaluating. And then on the right hand, you're gonna write three written score explanations that affect your judgment most. Okay? So now I'm starting evaluating the first speaking response that Mustafa provided to me. Before playing the recording, I'm just turning on the recorder. And then later on, before I start listening to the student response, I need to make sure that which student response I am evaluating. Now I'm going to evaluate student response 28. I'm writing my name. I'm writing the code of the student response, and then during my evaluation or after my evaluation, I'm going to write down the written score explanations. she gave very direct and correct responses. Now student is preparing for the second task. We have a 1 minute break here, so I would like to talk about the first task. So student gave correct answers, yes, but like she didn't elaborate into the details. Um, okay, the questions were kind of direct and then like required like very direct and short answers, but like we always taught our students to give details, even if it's a very simple question. So, I mean, yes, to the point, on point answers, but no details. Okay, the recording ended. So for the second task, I observed that student gave very detailed answers actually, and they were all relevant. She didn't have any difficult understanding the questions, which was good for me because there was not any kind of like communication breakdown during the interaction between the examiner and the examinee. I like that. So let me evaluate the performance. As for the task completion, I can say that student gave very relevant answers. Like for the first task, the elaboration um, was not very good, but still, student gave relevant and lengthy answers, especially for the second task. So I like that. And so my score for this subscale task completion is going to be 3.5. Okay. So as for vocabulary, okay, I can say that a student used um, various vocabulary, a variety of words related to the tasks, and um, yeah, a little bit problems with the pronunciation of the words, but that's like another issue. But as for the range of the vocabulary, I can say that student did a really good job. So I'm just gonna give the perfect score for the subscale, and then Um, Considering the level of student, I think this is an intermediate student, and this is the end of term exam, and I would expect more correct use of the grammar. Actually, the student made like some sort of silly mistakes, unexpected mistakes from this level of proficiency. So it was not bad, but sometimes I felt disappointed. So, but it's a kind of like exam environment, like she was anxious. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna cut off some half points here, like, and my score is going to be 3.4 for the grammar and structure. Fluency. She did a really good job actually. There was no evidence of hesitation. She used fillers, but it was quite natural, so I like that. We all use fillers while speaking, and then considering the like pressure that the student felt during the examination, um, yeah, the minor mistakes can be ignored, I believe. So I'm going to give perfect score for this subscale as well. So 8 multiplied 3, 28 from here, 20 and 22. Okay, 40, 60, 80. Wow. Okay. So my score for this performance is 94. So my most effective reasons for my score, if I justify my score, I can say that um, relevant answers, okay, and good use of vocabulary, and then finally, yeah, she was fluent. I liked it, and no evidence of lagging. And like in other words, I can say quite the same thing. Good fluency, I can say. So we need to make sure that while giving our written score explanations, try to avoid lengthy explanations. What the researcher, what Mustafa expects from you, is to write like word level, phrase level, or very, very short sentence level explanations, and then make sure that you kind of describe um, your reasons with a kind of adjective, okay, positively or negatively, so that the researcher can understand your belief, your attitude toward the performance. So this is end of my scoring. Now I'm going to stop my recording and save it. This is a sample video, and then we did it just for one recording. Okay, if possible, probably Mustafa is going to tell about this. If possible, try to finish all of the recordings in a session, or like in two sessions or something like that, because it's always better to finish up all the how can I say, evaluations at once. Thanks for watching.